This is somewhat amazing to me, what I'm going to share with you today. This is Dr. Judith. A few days ago, I spoke with someone about their obsessiveness about washing hands. And of course, that can be an obsession. There's a certain amount of cleanliness that we all have to and should abide by. But there's a point when it becomes obsessive behavior to wash your hands for everything, 5, 10, 20 times a day, unless it's necessary. And of course, I believe in cleanliness, and I'm not ascribing to being unsanitary. I'm simply saying that there's a point where we become obsessive, and there's a point where it's normal how much hand washing that you do. And this person just kept going on about, no, people have to wash their hands, and da da da. And I said, okay, I understand what you're saying, especially when it comes to bodily function, bodily fluids, use the bathroom and all that stuff. I understand that. But it from the way it was described to be, it was a matter of going overboard. And but what I noticed, and I shared it with this person, is that this person does not particularly care about being honest. They don't really think anything wrong with being dishonest. And so I said, it's interesting that a lot of people who are preoccupied with clean hands, and I have to bathe 4 times a day, and I'm afraid of germs and all this stuff, that a lot of people who are that way usually have no issue with lying, stealing, being deceitful, and yet they're so concerned about how things smell and look and all of that. And what we ideally need and should be trying to achieve is, of course, cleanliness, sanitary conditions in our homes, in our bodies, everything. But we should also be asking God, if that's who we believe in, to clean us from the inside out. Because there's no point in having clean hands and a dirty heart. And so just as I got started to record this, I have the Bible open to Psalm 24, and I just looked, and there's an explanation, because my Bible is it's a teaching Bible. And I looked down on chapter 24 of Psalm, verse 4 and 5, and it says, clean hands refers to a person's actions. Pure heart refers to their inner attitude. Interesting. I wasn't even looking for it, but I know I'd meant to talk about this issue. Exactly. It's saying clean hands refers to a person's actions. So if your hands are physically clean, but you use your hand to slap someone across the face unfairly, it's wrong actions. So your hands are clean, but your actions are not healthy. It's not good. It's not the right action. So, and then the pure heart part of it is what I said, is that if your motives are wrong, there are people who kill someone, seriously, they'll kill someone and they go and wash their hands after they're finished. So clean hands doesn't mean a clean heart. It doesn't mean that you're doing things right. It doesn't mean that your motives are correct. So, and as I told that person, you got to be careful of this preoccupation with cleanliness and sanitary this and sanitary that, because it might be an indicator that something's off on the inside in you. As a matter of fact, I know it is. I know the individual pretty well, and I know it is. There's no issue with being deceitful, no issue with setting people up to create what they want to achieve. No issue in taking stuff from people, not stealing, but demanding things from people. And just the motives are off. So it's amazing to me. And like I said, it's so funny that I talked to this person about this recently. I'm sitting here, the Bible is open to Psalm 24, and there it is, verse 4 and 5. Well, verse 4 says, clean hands. He says, he who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul to an idol, meaning someone who has not lifted up their soul to anyone but God, nor sworn deceitfully. And it says in verse 5, he shall receive blessing from the Lord and his righteousness from the God of his salvation. So it's basically saying if you have clean hearts in terms of right actions and a pure heart, clean hands and a pure heart refers to your attitude, then it says, and you're not deceitful in your speech, it says you should receive a blessing from the Lord. So I was trying to get across to this lady that, listen, you gotta be careful with your preoccupation with cleanliness. And I didn't want to start World War III, 4, and 5, so I didn't say considering how you tend to be deceitful. I didn't say that because the Lord is teaching me how to be wise and not say everything. Because, like I said, it could be World War III, 4, and 5, and I'm not equipped for foolishness, and it's not necessary. But I wanted to share that with you. I thought it was interesting, and certainly I thought it was even more interesting when I just looked at the Bible and there it was. And this happened over the weekend. And I wanted to make a comment about it, but I didn't remember. So here is the Bible next to me, and the reminder is there. Until we speak again next time, or at least until you listen to me next time, this has been Dr. Judith. Do have a blessed and awesome day until we talk again. Bye-bye.